welcome back to another video. This is Peter or Mask Momentum here. Today we're going to go over the finals of the Calling Dallas Fort Worth. It's going to be this Dromai mirror. Dromai mirrors are pretty interesting here, and they're very board centric, and then once you fall behind on board, it can either go to fatigue, or it does one person, if they cannot clear the board and they fall too far behind, they just die. So that is something that we'll have to see what happens in this game. I did watch a little bit of this while I was going, I was driving to the airport after, like, my flight left a little bit too soon, so I was like, I had to get to the airport just in case there's a long line, which is kind of funny because Matt actually was in the gate next to me when I left, and he got there like maybe 5 minutes before his flight left. So yeah, so 100%. So on the left, obviously we have Matt Vore, somebody that I have actually like played a lot against and tested with a lot. Is a iconic player in like the Arizona and the like California scene. He's from Arizona, but he definitely tests with a lot of the Cali guys, and especially do I. But yeah, they brought a very interesting take on the meta this time. Matt is playing a complete, like, more like the defensive, like, bigger dragon kind of Dromai, while his opponent is playing the new tome build. So let's get into that. Get into it right here. Obviously, when I watched the semifinals game between Matt and then Jacob Bog, where Matt fatigued Bog, and I was like, yo, Matt might have it, bro. This might be his tournament, you know. The Vore brothers, obviously, incredible guys. Definitely deserve a lot, and this is great players here. This is a great run for Matt on this weekend as well. I remember talking to them, and I was like, oh, you guys aren't playing Tome or Crown of Dominion, and they're like, nope. And I was like, all right, maybe. I was like, do they have the wrong read, or does everybody else have the wrong read? And you could definitely tell, like, in this top 8, I think they were the only ones playing Crown of Providence and like Skullcap, and like playing more like traditional, like, non-tome list. And then everybody else is playing this the new spice, you know, and I still don't know if it's correct or not, so we'll see. I mean, obviously both did really well this weekend, so let's get into this game here. A lot of the early game of like Dromai mirrors is going to be just like setting up like the Ash, so you can actually play the game, right? So a lot of time you see time skippers, or if you have Crown of Dominion, you have the gold token, so you can pitch double red into it and then play something. So I don't know if it's Gwei or Gui. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sorry if I don't know, but that is something here. So he actually starts with something that's like really interesting. A lot of the time you don't see. He's basically just like all inning on like just playing 2 dragons and passing. Like, this is a great start, right? Because we're looking at Dromai Necria. Necria is like is definitely like the mirror card. Is really good at making a whole bunch of Ash. Allows you to not have to think about Ash for like the majority of like the game and everything. So you go Dromai and then into Necria here, and then Matt pitches for that Seekers here, and to make that Ash, and just set up the next draw to see if because the whole Dromai versus Dromai matchup literally depends on when somebody makes a board, the other person does have to clear it, and then establish their own board at the same time. So what we're going to see from Matt on this side is that he needs to be able to clear basically this Dromai and this Necria, and then hope to at least to get one thing on the board, or like he needs to at least clear all the dragons on the other side to stay around the same area. So we have him pitching Dromai, and he's coming in with Kyloria, taking from 4, killing that, and then okay, we have a contraband here to kill the Necria as well. So this is a pretty good clear right here. So does get it to where it makes it so he doesn't have anything else on the board, and it gets to set up that dragon on his side. Does only have one ash though, so sometimes you can get stuck in an area where you only have one ash, or like 1 to 0 ash. You're kind of struggling to try to like get the dragons out as well. Usually in the mirror, if you're at like 3, you're like pretty safe to play a lot of the 0 costs, because the best 0 costs in this is going to be like the Necria and stuff like that. So he's playing Dromai. Going to attack the Gloria. And then Arsenal pass here. Pitches a Thaw and a Rake. Seen a lot of Thaw recently. Is a lot more into it's pretty good. Just like being popper for the mirror, and then sometimes you have generic value into other things. It does just Ember Maw this and then kill it. A lot of the Ember Maws, like when you have like 2 for 6s, they're like Ash plus, because you pitch double red into them and then get 2 Ash. So it's gonna set him up to have enough Ash for basically the rest of the game at this point. When we're going to 3-3. So we have a Bellowing Mirage here that makes a Aether Ash Wing as well. He's pitching another Dromai. So Dromai going to the bottom, and he already played one Dromai as well from Gooey's side. One is a full red line list, and then one like with like very little blues. And then Matt, I think he's playing around 12 in his list, but he's playing for like Pursuit and Pursuit of Knowledge, right, in the blue slot, so he can try to get the value out of Pursuit, right? Like that, getting a 5-card hand in the mirror, especially to clear, is like super good. He is behind on the board here. Starting second is pretty hard, especially because he had he did have a double dragon setup on turn 0. Now Matt's like always going to be behind and take a lot of chip damage this game, unless Gooey's is not that good. Trains are not good. So let's see if Matt can come back here. Yandere is very hard to deal with because it has that endurance counter. You had to like basically pop it with like an Ash Wing and then hit it for 3, or you're gonna lose a lot of value, right? So Matt thinking. There's an Asvolai, a double Necria, and an Asvolai here. Okay. Plays the Asvolai. Has a second Asvolai in Arsenal. Okay. So you can full clear here with double Asvo. So let's see. Alright, use the Asvolai. We're gonna swing. See, he's targeting and then swinging. What arcade do we? Not going to pitch for it. Then arcane both of them because it already has the 2 damage from the original Asvolai. Pitch to keep that Ash generation up, or so the other one. Yeah, Asvolai is basically the best dragon in the mirror besides Necria, and just allows you to like just dismantle a whole bunch of board states all the time, which is like super good. Double Kyloria, just to swing at both Asvolais here. That's incredible right there. See, this is a lot of like the Dromai matchup is just literally can your opponent clear and make a board state, and you just kind of you bounce back and forth every single turn, just like doing it until somebody folds, right? So go up 2 because the rake and the red pitch to make 3 kills 1. Necra and probably kill the next one to make that Ash for the next turn as well. See, now here's the thing. This is where Matt now has a board state that is pretty decently hard to clear, and then we have to see if he can reestablish the board entirely here, because Rake is one of those cards where it is hard to clear it after. Oh, but he has the Rake from Arsenal here to do parity. Go 5 to 2, make 3. Yeah, so this is like exactly what you want to. Basically, when somebody plays a Rake, you have to have like Azvali or another Rake, or you can get behind on a lot of the value, right? Because those Ashwings, they don't look too big, but when they're well, they don't look too big, but when they're the board state is like this, it's pretty hard. So obviously 3 Ashwings take out the other 3 Ashwings, and then he's gonna poke it and then hit it with Dust Up as well. So Matt will have 2, and then boom, right back to a place to where like now there's 4 Ashwings on the other side and Miragi. So man. Let's see if he has the cards to get out of this. Yeah, all these Ashwings are like, even just leaving one Ashwing up is just a lot of value on another side. Like every single turn that you can't full clear. Like if you can't present your board and full clear, then you have to take life, right? And then that's when. And once you take life, it's over. Well, it's not over, but it's like you can only do that so many times, right? Like if you're behind, that's when you can easily die in this matchup. Pitching the Pursuit to play Necro. Okay. Kills an Ashwing instead of the Right. Unless he has something to kill it. Okay, it does have the Dust Up. Okay, it has the Dust Up to make another Ashwing here. Can't swing it, obviously, because Dust Up doesn't have Go again, but looks pretty good from here. It has double Dragon and then an Ashwing. Double Dragon and then Ashwing versus 2 Ashwings here. Now, this is why people think that the red line list is the more dominant list, because of this mirror, because of this tome play and how the tomes can affect this mirror effectively, right? Tome is so good at getting you just Ash, right? Like Ash generation. It's a card that gives you Ash generation and starts and is a regular red pitch and allows you to get a whole bunch of resources to be able to play for the rest of the turn, which is super key, right? Which I have definitely heard that is like tome, like the reason to play the red line list is because the mirror is better. You're a little bit weaker into Bravo, I will admit, but it's also Bravo, which, you know, I'm never a fan of Bravo here. But something that Tome allows you to do really effectively is you go to 2 resources, then you flame scale, and then you immediately get to 3, right? And then you play like basically 2 things, be able to clear like pretty effectively, and then it's really good. Looks like he pitches is it double Thaw or is it Thaw Azvali? I think it's Invoke Azvali. Azvali would be good here. Does flame scale and then put the Themai out there. So Ashwing Themai kills the Andrai, other Ashwing kills his Ashwing, and then it's gonna be Sweeping Blow Dust Up to kill the Necria. Make another. Now he has 3 Ashwings and Themai, clears that insane board from Matt too after that tome play. This is the power tome, right? This is how you being able to get in there and like effectively beat this is why people think like the tome is like super good, which I'll agree. I think tome is a very strong card, but it also does not block, which in some matchups matters a lot when you're not matters a lot when you need to block, right? So a little tired here from this weekend, so apologies if I yawned a little bit in this matchup. I am watching Illusionist, which I don't know, I don't find the most entertaining. If I will admit, I do think Dromai, like obviously Dromai is like such a powerful deck that is really fun to play, but it is not stylistically what I enjoy playing a lot of the time. So, oh, and so he gets to clear the board and snatch. So he gets Uvia and has the snatch to get the arsenal as well, and have the 5 cards for next turn as well. That's an amazing turn right there. But, like, snatch, dust up are just like these 0-4s that don't have to go again, but they have so much inherent value right after. Now we're looking at the Matt's side. Let's see what he has to come here. It looks like a Themi. There's a Pursuit. There's an Embermaw and a Yendrai. There's a Pursuit. To kill an Ashwing. And then to kill the Ubia. Okay. And then Arsenal is the Themi. Not a bad turn, but also not a good one, right? So he only leaves the Yendrai out, which is like pretty easily clearable because he has the 2 Ashwings on that side. So you poke one with the Ashwing, and then yeah, now kill him with the Yendrai. And then there's also Kyloria and another Ashwing on his side too. So yeah, Matt is definitely behind this game. It definitely felt like he's been behind a lot of these turns. Like the life total hasn't replicated it, but like as you can see with like these trades a lot of the time, it has not looked very, very efficient, you know? See, I don't have to give him a block anything for this Kyloria. And this is the problem when you're playing the Dromai mirror, right? Like it is pretty snowbally, and if you can't clear, you know, it's just incredibly hard, right? So it does have the popper for the Kyloria, but does take the ping from the Ashwing here in the mirror. Oh, don't draw too much. Don't draw too much. Yeah, only draw 3. You have a card in hand. But I know we have Themi, but is there another way? Okay, we have Kyloria. Okay, Kyloria Tumulti Dust Up. So you Kyloria. Okay, so we have play the Dromai. You can hit here, and then you have the second action point to dust up, kill that, and then you can Ashwing into another Ashwing to leave him with 1 Ashwing. You have Dromai Ashwing up, and then you just Furnace here to get the extra Ash because you're never pulling Tumulti. Yeah, Tumulti in this matchup is not really that good, but it is something you have to do. But this is going to be that 5-card Tome hand here, right? This is the true power of Tome. Just like once you play Tome, you draw another Tome very easily because you're getting through your deck faster, and like 1 Tome finds second Tome finds 3rd Tome, and you're just like you're off to the races, right? So yeah, this card's super good. I think the card's like $40 right now, which is like absolutely insane with like the modern day Flesh and Blood prices. Are Majestics really aren't like worth a lot. I think Twin Drive and this Tome are the only ones that are like worth a lot, and then like even the legendaries aren't worth much in this set either. But it's definitely, the game has gotten a decent amount cheaper, which is pretty good, right? Like I know a lot of people always complain about pricing, and obviously I understand, but sometimes it doesn't matter. And then so he has his own Dromai here, then has 3 pitches of the 4th. Oh my god, and he has a Dominia. Oh, this is where you can get super behind here. Tax has the red on top, that beautiful sigil promo. This hand is very interesting. So double that, yeah, he's just trying to take the Rake. Rake is the only thing that has a chance of clearing this board. It still has 4 coming at him, which he pretty much has to take so he can Damn, yeah, this is a... It's not a stomp right now, but yeah, Matt's super behind right now. I don't even know if he can clear... Can he clear Dominia next turn? Yeah, he has to... He has to Crown and Hope, right? He needs to draw out of it. Because that's the third... He had the Themi in Arsenal too, so he has like triple Themi, so... Can't clear Dominia with triple Themi. Okay, so he has Moragi. So he could Moragi Themi. Moragi Themi kills Dominia. If you can clear the Dromai Ashwing, you can kill the Dominia. I think you just have to clear the Dominia. There's no way you can't. There's no way to leave it up, because then every single time it swings, you have a 3-card hand, and it's just like, dude, you can't. Yeah. Has to go this line. There's no way you can't. Okay, decides to play. Doesn't play the Themi. Plays this. I guess this is better because you make the Ashwing, which is a little bit better than the Themi. You have a 1. You had the Uvia as a 1 for 6 is better than a 3 for 4. As a 3 attack for life Themi, I guess. All those Themis are going to be clumped together though, so we'll see if this goes enough into second cycle, because I know last game, in the semifinals, Matt played a fatigue. He like fatigued his opponent. That was playing more of a red line, like more of a like Mara red line list, versus this is more of a like kind of in the middle version of both of them. So from Gui, he's played exceptional. I watched a lot of his camera matches this weekend, and he played very, very well. Okay, so he kills Uvia, kills the Ashwing. Shows CNC on top, so you know he can always pop something if Matt goes face next turn. But Matt does need to clear his board first. Okay, so as Remembrance, so he's not gonna have the CNC for the next turn. Let's Tome Uvia Rake. Tome Uvia Rake. What else could his hand be? He's positioning into a way to where it doesn't look like he can clear this Moragi, which isn't... Yeah, his bottom lane shows that he can't clear this Moragi, but I don't remember if he does or not. Basically, he's just trying to keep being in pressure and not lose like the board state, right? Because if he's boarding Remembrance into this matchup, like he knows that, because obviously he knows at this point that Matt is not playing like any tomes, so Matt will have more cards at the end of the game usually, because he'll play Remembrance plus other stuff. Oh, so it just does have the snatch here, and has the extra action point from the Dromai, so he still can go further. It didn't seem like he had the answer, because he Remembrance first. Maybe. I guess Remembering first is a little bit better, because you want the card that you draw off the top to be one of the cards that you Remembrance back, like that Rake. So does get an inherent value out of the snatch as well. And then Matt does have to take the 7 here off the Miraging just to even have a chance of clearing this board. The looks of his hand. Does look like he has another Miragi and has a Billowing, but pitches the Miragi to the Billowing. This will clear it by itself, so clear the Dromai, make an Ash, kill the Ashwing. And you get to swing Miragi at face here for a cheeky 2. You're not like... You don't have like a super powerful board, but you still have to make your opponent use a lot of resources into your board so you don't take damage here. Let's say it's double sweeping, and then has Cadaverous. Looks like a Miragi and a Yenderai for Gui. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. That is down to 26, so definitely a big lead here, but okay, plays Tome. Starts with Tome on that 5-card hand. He did Remembrance Tome, so I wonder if it's gonna be the one that he remembers back, or like the last Tome copy, because he went from having 1 left to having 2. So let's see. Does have decent decision here. That and flame skills. Okay, play Semi and then Yendrai. So set's not to play Miragi, but Semi is a little bit better. It's level 3 here, so using both of them to kill Miragi, and then Dust Up, which is a blue Dust Up or a red one, I don't know, can't really tell, but yeah, he's a full power tome, you know, full clear, create 3 dragons basically on your side. We know that Matt has like double sweeping blow, pursuit, contraband here, so it's not even like he can clear an amazing amount, right? Like, I guess you could pursue Themi if there's still Yendrai and Ashwing, and you have Contra. You could Sweeping Blow, kill Ashwing, and then Contraband the Yendrai to kill it, and then you leave up Themi, and then you put a non-attack on top that can hopefully deal with everything, but you're just, every time you leave an actual dragon up on your opponent's side, it's just like free 3 damage to you the following turn, right? Like, that's when you can get in a lot of trouble with your life total, especially because Matt's already 11 life down. Okay. Oh, okay. So he pitches the 6 power. So he's gonna kill the Ashwing. Then you can flame scale Pursuit the Themi to have the 5-card hand instead. So you leave it the Yendrai. Okay, I think this is a better line. This is a better line. Yeah. Gets the 5-card hand, is going to be behind, and still leaves up this Yendrai, which is pretty hard to kill, because it basically takes up like 2 attacks. But you do have that 5-card hand, so it's like you have an arsenal, so that you can hopefully deal with the whatever happens this turn as well. Margi allowing the Yendrai to attack face pretty easy, and then just has a CNC for 6 here. It doesn't swing the Miragi, I believe. Yeah, it doesn't swing the Miragi, but yeah, because there's a little. You don't want to get that popped, because he just pops and has a 4-card hand to kill it. Like, you have like Remembrance CNC left in your hand plus your arsenal. He doesn't put that arsenal, I don't believe, in a decent while. I wonder what's in that arsenal. This Fabled CNC is just like, it looks so nice. I need to pick up. I had a set, I sold my set, and now I want the set back because it just looks so good. So they are quite expensive, the CNCs. So props to finding all of them here. Let's see what Matt does. It does have a CNC coming at him, which is just like kind of flat damage. Okay, blocks with the Dominia. Looks like he doesn't have a. If he swings that, he doesn't have a blue in hand to be able to play it. So you know what Matt has here. Still needs to clear this board. Billowing into Yen. then sweeping Ashwing into Miragi to kill it. Okay, that makes sense. Had double 3-1, so can pop the Indra, leave an Ashwing here, and try to set up killing this on a following turn. Ooh, Gui has the Rake here. Rake is so good. Rake's able to kill this Ashwing. Two more of the Ashwings get to be sent at Matt here. He does look like he has Azvali, so it looks like he can clear a decent amount of these Ashwings efficiently. And then does have, is he gonna block this or he's just gonna take it? Okay, does have a popper here. Okay, so pops this, like he attacks it, basically. Yeah, popping in like the mirror is basically just saying that like instead of like attacking basically, but it's like that is still a lot of tempo because if you can play the 3-card hand and then clear their board, it's pretty nice. Okay, so it's been Sigil basically the entire time in his arsenal, so does get that. It's the Singapore one. They actually just announced that Barcelona will have its own Sigil, which is super cool, right? Like I think if we get a whole bunch of these sigils that are like promos for like all these major events, it's gonna be so cool. This one is like without. This one still has like the border and it's like the extent it like seeps through, but I think the Barcelona one is like complete full art, which is like really cool. I was wondering if they're. I think fab cards look so nice. It's like one of my favorite like looks of cards in basically any game. It just always looks super nice here. Okay, gets to clear this entire rake here and then just dust ups. Leaves one card left in his hand. Let's see. I think this is only the second time to where he's actually attacked face. And he gets to make the Ashwing here as well. And presumably just pitches the Furnace to get the 6 Ash. No, just doesn't. I guess it keeps it. Oh, it's a popper, so you probably want to. Yeah, keeping the popper is nice. Alright, Billowing. This is a full clear. Gets to kill Azfly and then kill the Ashwing. Oh, it sends it at Matt. I think it's to play Necria. It's to clear Matt's board. And set up an arsenal here. Alright, so we know Matt has a popper at least, so he can kill this Necria. What else is he in hand? Oh, he has a Rake. Oh, Rake's really good. So Rake gets to kill Ashwing. Doesn't get to go further, but it does get to kill this Necro, which is always really good. And then put a card on top. Puts another Rake. Puts the Rake on top, which is super good with the Contraband. Contraband is like one of those cards in the rough here. Always really cool to see cards, especially from like Arcane, that you haven't seen in a while make its way back into deck lists, right? Sigils. So Rabbles and then Tomes. Okay. Rabble comes back with that Sync, and now with the Tome here. A 7 Ash. Yeah, he's good for the rest of the game. Furnace then plays this, gets to basically go to 4 Ashwings. 4 Ashwings plus Uvia here. Man, that's a great turn right there. Matt is pretty far behind here. Clear, and gets an Arsenal from that other side here. Does have the rake, so he at least gets to clear. Goes to 7, goes to 7, then goes back to 4 here if he makes all 3. Yeah. Clears the Ashwings, and then so you have something else. Is Dromai and Uvia? So you can pitch Dromai and make Uvia. Now you're at 4 Ashwings and Uvia, and then your opponent's just at an Uvia, basically, right? Yeah, now you're at Uvia plus 4 Ashwings. Although your opponent does get to untap, use some of these Ash to make an Ashwing. Looks like there's an Azalai, so he can deal with this rake pretty efficiently here. Because you can see, like, he had 7 Ash, and now he has 2, because, like, you can be super explosive on the amount of Ash you can use and generate in Dromai these days, man. It's just super efficient, super good. It's pretty nice. See what the follow-up is here. There's our L2 judge in the back here, watching the game, making sure everything is legal. Got Nick Butcher on the cast with Brendan Patrick. This was something that I liked in Singapore when Hayden Dale was casting Butcher's game, and I think this is like super good to see from like this is just super good to see, right? I like when I see like high level like pro players like cast a lot of the time, because they give such great insight into like a lot of these matchups, right? And you know, Nick Butcher just lost in the finals last weekend, and so being able to now he gets to give the input about this week where the meta has developed just a little bit further. He has 4 life left because he took that Asfly thing, and then there's the dust up, and is going to snap the dust up. So it gets this Ashwing. Attacks with Ashwing, has 2 cards left in his hand and the arsenal. Only has 1 Ash, so at the very least he needs a like Furnace or something here. Oh, that's good. 1 for 7 here. Matt is so far behind here. I don't know. This is right when the snowball happens, right? All right, so he blocks for 6. Decides to keep the CNC in hand. Has a Dromai, so Dromai can clear as Vore. And then has a Remembrance to kill Uvia. Okay, so leaves him with double Ashwing that just says that Dromai is dead. See, this is the problem, is like you can't clear the entire board, so these Ashwings get to kill Dromai for free, and then you get to go, and now you just swing everything else face, right? So although I will say his deck is getting a lot thinner, but yeah, Matt does need a lot more turns for that to to be super relevant. It does have a lot of the cards out of the game. Sweeping blow. Super blow, then kill the Dromai here. Pitch the Burnham as will I to make this Ubia, and then make the extra Ashwing. Is he gonna make the Ashwing or not? I think you surely do, right? Yep. Oh, and a Snatcher. Already blocked with one card. This the Snatch really limits the amount of things you can do the following turn from Matt's perspective. Because if you give him a 3-block and then the armor piece, but no, it's just gonna take the 4 and allow him to get that Snatch into Arsenal here. Okay, has Nekria. Nekria kills Ashwing. Gets another Ash. A -1 counter. Just passes. Ooh. This is where it gets hard. This is where it gets hard. Because he does get to kill the Ashwing, but you know, it gets to immediately make another one with Uvia. What else do we got here? So it looks like a Dromai. Yeah, it looks like Dromai. Tomotai in his hand. Can't cast this Tomotai because he doesn't have a blue. Yeah, Tomotai is like super hard to cast in Dromai because you're playing such little blues, but you can always just pitch it or block with it, which is never a bad thing. Looking at this hand for Matt is not good either. It's double pursuit, sigil, defensive reaction. Okay, has sigil from Arsenal. This has another sigil from hand. Oh, and plays another rake. Goes to 0 Ash now. Attacked with 3 Ashwings. Yeah, I think this board is, you can't come back from it. This is swing 3 Ashwings at face. Like, you have the sigil to go back to 6, but there's just no way to like even have a chance of clearing this board after. So you just like you're leaning on drawing multiple poppers or anything like that. Goes to Furnace, take the Ash, and has a Thaw. Oh man. I think his only chance here is if he... So you can block this, right? Blue sink the last pursuit. To block for 6. See if you draw anything else. At the very least, you can attack Dromai and kill Dromai. Oh, he's not even. He's just gonna go to 1 here. Yeah. Doesn't block. Gives up Flame Skill instead. Draws Tomotai is a dead card. Tomotai is a dead card here. Oh, that feels so bad. Yeah. I mean, he needs he basically just needs like. I don't know. I think Rake is the best. So you could go Nekra and then Rake, but no, there's no way. You just get swings Nekra into Dromai and then has to hope that he finds a popper to not die instantly. But looks like there is Miragi at the other side for, so that doesn't even work. man, just arsenals. That's just, oh man, that's unfortunate for Matt here. He's like super behind because all these ash wings, and then your opponent doesn't even have to won't even make another one. So and has a burn them all. And that's it. That's the game. Can't deal with it. It doesn't have a popper. The only way you could do it was like AB block. Yeah, only way you could do is AB block and then pop one of these. But yeah, that's it. There's no way. Well, that's an intense finals. Hey, Dromai matchups are pretty interesting. Like, if Matt wasn't so far behind this game, there was a chance of fatiguing his opponent from like his side, but he just like couldn't make the boards, and like some of his hands were just like too awkward to come back from in the mid game. But dude, congrats for winning the calling, and that's gonna be it for today. That was the finals of the calling in Dallas Fort Worth, the Dromai Mirror. See you guys in the next one. Bye.